What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Red, host of the RTWR Show. Thank you so much for tuning into today's broadcast. Today's broadcast is a best of show, meaning that I'm giving you highlighted moments of the RTWR Show. So enjoy today's broadcast, and I'll come back at the end of the show to give you information on how you can get in contact with me. So sit back, relax, and relieve your mind, and enjoy today's broadcast.
DJ, please pick up your phone. I'm on the request line.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
Go ahead, 'cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord, praise the Lord, come on and give it praise the Lord, because it's too
Switch my old status, that's from sinner to saint. As winners we can't live by the pictures they paint, because they know their own inner restraint. So we must live out our lives with a sense of restraint.
What's up, everybody, my people? What's going on? Hold on, just getting myself together. Sorry about that. Hold on, let me get my headset on and get in here to chill with you all on today. How are you all doing? This is your boy Red, host of the RTWR Show. If y'all new to this joint, thank you so much for sticking by me. Thank you so much for joining me on today. Today is Tuesday. And you're in for another great ride. Yes, we're gonna have a good time today, you guys. I had some great news over the weekend, and I can't share it with you as of right now, but what I can do until then is give you some great music this whole hour, great topics this whole hour, inside scoop bread this whole hour. No telling, I don't have anything planned, but what we can do is just chill together. It is the RTWR Show. Keep it where you got it. It is a best of broadcast of the RTWR Show. Keep it locked.
Gucci, Louis, Prada. You got me living up in the spotlight. I thought I had all my desires. I was thinking everything would be just fine. Love couldn't find me, 'cause love wasn't on my mind. It was far from me, yeah. Just living for the weekend, partying all the time. But I had to leave that behind. Friday at the club, United, scoping out them bodies. For a bad chick, the rest shiny. But you did something to me, to me. Lord, you did something to me, to me. You take away all the money, all the bright lights and the honeys. 'Cause everything that you done me, can't nobody take that from me. 'Cause you did something to me, to me. Lord, you did something to me, to me. Yeah.
Now I'm living right, got that egg. What you know about that? Doing this for Christ on my life. What you know about that? Now I'm living right, got that egg. What you know about that? Doing this for Christ. What you know about that?
Yeah. And it ain't no way to fake what happened. Oh, no. like standing in the rain, soaking in change. Nothing ever be the same. I called on your name, Lord, and you still love me, even when my heart wasn't open, 'cause you wasn't on my mind. And I gotta keep it real, just being stuck in my issues just kept me out my grind. But I gotta leave that behind. At the club, your body, scoping out bodies. Looking for a bad chick to rush riding. But you did something to me, to do me, to do me. Thought you did something to me, to do me, to do me. Take away all the money, all the bright lights. Take away money, 'cause everything you done me. Can't nobody take that from me. 'Cause you did something to me, you did something to me. You did something to me, to do me, to do me.
Now I'm living right, got that egg. What you know about that? Doing this for Christ on my life. What you know about that? Now I'm living right, got that egg. What you know about that? Doing this for Christ. What you know? What you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? Know about that? You know about that?
Used to be on a Friday, used to be on a Friday. Smoking out bodies, looking for a bad chick to rush riding. But you did something to me, you changed me, changed me. You did something to me, to me. Take away money and the bright lights and honey. 'Cause everything you done me, can't nobody take that from me. 'Cause you did something to me, to do me, to do me. Thought you did something to me, to do me, to do me.
Now I'm living right, got that egg. What you know about that? Doing this for Christ on my life. What you know about that? Now I'm living right, got that egg. What you know about that? Doing this for Christ. What you know? What you know about that?
More music on the way, so stay tuned.
I'ma just go handle my business.
Y'all, each week on the RH3 show, I'ma be me and you can do you, 'cause we can be free to make it do what it do, ba-do.
Unless you be good. Well, okay, stop judging one another.
We're back Tuesday with a live broadcast and a special guest friend to the show, Jason Bethel of J. Bethel and Spoken For, with their new single, No Rock. Plus Thursday, as always, we have the Inside Scoop with Red and another Real Talk with Red discussion. So join me every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For more about me or the broadcast, visit my website at therh3show.com.
Switch my old status, that's from sinner to saint. As winners we can't live by the picture they paint, because they know their own inner is taint. So we must live out our lives with a sense of restraint.
It is a best of broadcast of the RH3 show. Hey you guys, glad you are back with me. It is the RH3 show. If you're just now joining me, you are in luck, because this is basically the start of the show. This is my second break here, and what we gonna be chilling this whole hour. We're gonna be chilling this whole hour. Got some great music, you know. We got a special interview today, and it is one of my I Am Noir family members. Y'all hear me talk about I Am Noir, and y'all hear me talk about my journey on YouTube, or, you know, periodically, and, you know, sometimes I have my camera in here, which, by the way, I don't have it today, but you know, later on we gonna have a special interview with one of my family members on I Am Noir. You don't want to miss that, so stay tuned to the broadcast. And yeah, we got some great music coming up. And how was y'all weekend today? Hit me up on Twitter, and also check me out on Periscope at Inside Mr. RH3. You know, we gonna chill on that. And yeah, I don't know when I'll do an actual live broadcast on the radio as well as on Periscope and on the radio station. But just stay tuned, you guys. You never know. Stay tuned. But to now, as of right now on the show today, hit me up on Twitter at Inside Mr. RH3, or you can go to the Facebook page and like it. I want to communicate with you guys during the show, so let me do that. Can we do that? Let me do that. You can go to the Facebook page at The RH3 Show, facebook.com /The RH3 Show. And the RH3 Show also has a Twitter page as well. And I need to get a client on my phone or my tablet to simultaneously post on both pages, either the RH3 Show and on my personal page, but either one, hey. But how's it, like I said, how was y'all weekend been? My weekend been great, absolutely great. Friday, me and my peoples went to a football game in Winston-Salem. It wasn't my high school that we went to go see play. It was actually our rival high school, North Rowan Elementary. I said that jokingly. I meant to say that, but it was actually North Rowan High School. But I didn't attend North Rowan. I would never, you guys just do not know. You know the saying, I think, forgive me if I'm saying it incorrectly. He the one that sits on high and looks down low. That's how I am about North Rowan, you guys. For real. I mean that's just me. But anyway, I am a high school graduate of Salisbury High School, the best high school there is. Go Hornets! Here's to dear old Salisbury, faithful and bold. Here's to our banner, all red, black, and gold. And here's to men and women who come and go, singing the victor song of old, SHS. Yes. So, again, shout out to my alma mater, my high school alma mater, Salisbury High School. And, hold on one second. I'm doing something here. Hold on just a minute. But yeah, shout out to Salisbury High School, and shout out to my peoples there. But anyway, yeah, we went to on Friday. We went to the football game. We went to see North Rowan play Carver High. They are the Jackets, the Yellow Jackets, and Carver High won. I don't know the final score because we left at I believe the middle of the third quarter. Yeah, we left in the middle of the third quarter. And then Saturday, when I tell y'all, I didn't step foot out of my house Saturday. I stayed and chilled. I should have cleaned up because, when I get off of here today, that's what I'm going to do whenever I get home. But, then on Sunday, had a great time in church. We have a projector, and we saw some film, two short clippings that our pastor, thought that it was very needed for us to watch. And I thank God for her godly wisdom, godly wisdom, and her knowledge and understanding of what her congregation and what the Lord's people need. So yeah, I thank her for being led by God to do what she do, teaching, using materials to teach, bringing in speakers who she feel that is really good teachers, and the associate ministers that she have, sometimes that's backing her, who she feel led. And it's just I love my ministry that I've been there, my church. And speaking of saying I was on a phone conversation with another church member, and I said, I called him. I said, my pastor wanted me to ask such and such and such and whatever. I ain't gonna go in a conversation. And she was like, your pastor? And I was like, yeah, my pastor. Don't you mean our pastor? That's I can only speak for myself, but I love my pastor, her husband, their children. Hey, shout out to my church family, Word of Life Family Worship Center, where the Reverend Dr. Martha Starks is the pastor. She's been the pastor at Word of Life for over 37, I think, years. For over 37, and she's just an awesome woman of God. Her and Elder Starks, and we love them dearly. But anyway, back to today's broadcast. Like I said, we got a great lineup today. We're gonna sit here and chill and just talk, amongst each other. And we've got some great music coming up. We have some what you just heard before this break. You heard my boy Jordan Armstrong. Y'all, you heard Jordan Armstrong with his song. It is entitled let me get that all together here. It is You Did Something to Me, and that's off his mixtape Jesus Fashion and Beats, which is hosted by DJ Dex. So I love that song, and I was like, what, I have to play that. That's a hot hip-hop gospel song. That's a hot hip-hop gospel song. And just continue to tweet Jordan for me. Where's Jor_Dan, and on Twitter, and tell him, hey, you gotta come on the RH3 show. We want to hear you. So if you're listening now, please do that for me, and go to the RH3 show page on Facebook if you can't remember where what his Twitter link is. Do that for me, and hit me up. We got a great lineup for you. We got one of my newfound favorites, Donna Malloy, What Prayer Can Do. We also have some what we got for you? We got a whole list of things, but here is Ruth. I don't know why I know why I'm calling her Rita. Here's Ruth LaAntra with Count It All Joy. I'll be back. Keep it where you got it. It is a best of broadcast of the RH3 show. Keep it locked.
Faith has the power as the size of a mustard seed. It has the power for imaginations to be free. God has planned in ours we cannot achieve. He has a plan to set you free. His joy is my strength. Count it all joy. Count it joy. No matter what it is. Joy. Count it all joy. Count it joy. His joy is my life. Count it all joy. Through your trials and tribulations.
Coming up next is our girl, Nina Taylor, during the Inside Scoop of the Red segment, right here on the RH3 Show. Keep it where you got it.
Look, New Orleans swing.
I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Want the latest news regarding the TV, movies, sports, politics, and music industry? It is time for the Inside Scoop with Red, right here on the RH3 Show.
Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah.
How you doing, everybody? I'm Nina Taylor, and here is your gospel news. William James Stokes, often known as Sir the Baptist, aiming to heal the world through religion and sound, Born in Bronzeville, Chicago, where he was raised one of 22 children. He started learning to play piano at the age of 6. Then by the age of 10, he started playing drums. He regularly played at his church, where his father was a prominent Baptist leader, his mother a missionary. He funded his musical venture by driving a cab part-time and sleeping in his car. After years of struggle, Stokes recorded and released his debut CD, Raise Hell, in 2015 and signed with Atlantic Records. The single was nominated for Impact Track of the Year at the BET Awards in 2016, thrusting him into the public eye. Stokes' holistic hip-hop caught the public's imagination, leading to a string of bookings in 2016, most notably an appearance at Lollapalooza, where Stokes performed his set from inside of a coffin, a visual metaphor for Chicago's ongoing problems with gun crime. Jay-Z approached him to offer words of encouragement and invited him to open for Beyonce. By 2017, Stokes was ready to release his debut CD, Saint or Sinner, which featured a number of guests including Ray J, Brandy, and many more. There's always been a connection between gospel music and R&B music. Gospel is the mother of all R&B music. That's because R&B, soul music, was birthed from gospel, which is spiritual Christian music filled with emotion, soul to praise and worship. R&B music keeps the same emotion, soul. The only difference is the lyrics, which reflects on human situations and emotions, or secular topics. Background vocal singers popular in R&B music came from the gospel tradition of the choir. Most R&B soul artists were raised in the church and got their start singing in front of congregations, like Whitney Houston, Faith Evans, Kiki Wyatt, Fantasia, Lettucey, and many others. Here's a list of some of the artists who effectively straddle the line between the two genres, gospel and R&B music. Aretha Franklin, crowned Queen of Soul, the daughter of a Baptist minister. By the age of 18, she pursued an R&B career, racking up many hits. She then briefly switched back to release a gospel album called Amazing Grace in 1972, which to this day still holds the title for the best-selling gospel album of all time. Kelly Price, which her vocals and everything about her delivery screams church and worship leader, released a gospel CD called This Is Who I Am. But this past year, Kelly returned to her latest R&B project. 1/3 of pop's biggest selling female groups of all time, Michelle Williams, a Christian, released 2 chart-topping gospel albums before returning back to the pop scene. The lead singer of SWV, Coco went on to record 3 solo projects, 2 of them gospel. Now you can find her back on the road with SWV and working on a new project. In 2009, she returned to her roots as an original member of Teddy Riley's New Jack Swing Quartet Blackstreet. Pastor David Hollister still remains true to his gospel roots, although right now he's working on his next R&B project. Snoop Doggy Dogg. He was born Calvin Broadus Jr. in Long Beach, California, October 20th, 1971. His Snoop Dogg name came from his mother. He played piano and sang in the local Baptist church before starting to rap in the 6th grade. After graduating from high school, Snoop was arrested several times for drug possession and spent time in prison. He started making music as a way out of his troubles. One of his tracks came to the attention of Dr. Dre, who invited Snoop to come and audition. From then on, they collaborated on a song called Deep Covered, and Snoop became one of Dr. Dre's highly successful solo rap artists. Here's your Billboard Top 10 Gospel Albums in the country. Number 10, A Great Work, Ryan Courtney Wilson. Number 9, Crossover, live from Music City. Number 8, The Hill, Travis Green. Number 7, Cross Music, Vashawn Mitchell. Number 6, Your Great Name, Todd Delaney. Number 5, I Got Out, Brian Poppin. Number 4, Heart, Passion, Pursuit, Tasha Cobbs Leonard. Number 3, Wow, Gospel 2018. Number 2, Make Room, Jonathan McReynolds. And the number 1 gospel album in the country is Bible of Love by Snoop D-O-double-G. Well, that's your top 10 gospel albums in the country, your list of artists who sing both R&B and gospel, and your gospel news. I'm Nina Taylor. Let's get back to more great gospel music on this great station.
It is a best of broadcast of the RH3 show. Oh yeah, you guys, first part of the show, I meant to apologize about, not being not being on air on last Thursday, so please forgive me about that. I had to take care of some things. When I do a best of, it's either repeating a great broadcast of something that I need you all to hear, or having the best of is taking place of me not actually being here with you all. So just like I said, just forgive me. I'm sorry I wasn't here, and I wasn't here, as well as I had some things needed to get done. Had a doctor's appointment at 3, and I wanted you all to hear the broadcast that aired a few last Tuesday and the following Thursday. I think that's what the schedule was. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that. But today we're going to be talking about power, turning your pain into power. Turning your pain into power. And I forgot what social media platform. I think it was Instagram. Let me see if I can find that picture or whatever. My phone might go off, so please forgive me. But anyway, while I'm looking for this screenshot, what comes to mind about turning your pain into power is, speaking and talking about Joseph, and how he was the favorite amongst his siblings, and how his brother had sold him into slavery, and did away with his coat that his father gave him. And Joseph, his character was demonstrated throughout the whole thing, as well as his character was developed. And we sometimes find ourselves in that type of situation that Joseph was in, after he was thrown into the pit and thrown into, slavery or whatever, in the prison. And we have those pits and those prisons in our lives, but it just depends on how we come out of that pit and of that prison and of that that jail cell that we've been in, that not a physical jail cell or not physical prison or a pit, but it could be in our mind, and the people we deal with, the relationship. It could be a prison or whatever. But whatever we're going through, we're gonna have to turn the pain that causes us to be in that pit, that prison, that cell or whatever, and turn it into strength and turn it into power. But like I was saying, Joseph found himself, after he was sold into slavery, and after he was moved around, and from a different place to where his family was, Joseph, he developed a great character. He found himself in a pit and in a prison, and then he endured so much pain and sorrow and heartache, and in his young life of how he was treated. But through it all, Joseph kept something very precious, and in the sake of assault by his brother and the separation from the love of his father, the indignity of being sold into slavery, you guys, the indignity of being sold into slavery, and the insult of his later imprisonment, Joseph maintained a firm grip on his character and his pain. And he some of us can get mad at some things, and some of us can get bent out of shape because this ain't going right. And you guys, we can our tongue can get us in trouble, our actions can get us in trouble, what we're going through can get us in trouble, but it's just how we endure to the end. The race is not given to the strong or the swift, is just given to those who endure to the end. I hope I'm quoting that correctly. But yes. But character Character is everything. Character is what you know you are when no one's when no one's looking. I've heard that plenty of times from different, ministers and speakers and pastors and teachers and all of that. But character is something that you have when no one isn't looking or no one is listening to you. That's your character, And Joseph, and with Joseph being away from home in a strange town, he held his character, and Joseph, the many things that he went through, you can see that, you can see how, that Joseph might have been young and betrayed by his brother, but he was kept safe in the arm of divine providence this whole time that he was away. But out of his character was demonstrated when he came into Egypt. When Joseph came into Egypt, he was no longer, he no longer had his coat, and he had lost his coat that his father given him. But his character was still there, you guys. It was still there, and the coat that Jacob had gave Joseph was a symbolization of his position in the family. It marked him as the overseer, and I think I've talked about this earlier in my in the broadcasting, the earlier stages of this show, that he was an overseer, he was the head of the family, and it marked him as being in charge of all things. And there are some people, there are some palmer worms, there are some cankerworms that can take those things, that can be hating on you and take those things away from you, and they can be jealous of who you are. Okay, I see what he's doing. I'm gonna find a loophole where he's slipping up at, and then I'm gonna turn him in and make all of this get stripped from him. Is some people that can do that, and all of the hurt and the pain that you're going through, and all the hurt and the pain from people betraying you, you have to turn that into power, and stand on it, and stand on, say, well, hey, I'm going to hold on to my power. I'm going to hold on to all of that. And, that godly life that you live, it can glorify God, and God can see, oh, wait a minute, that's my son right there. that vine that's going around, or the Instagram video, that's my best friend, she better, that's what God is saying. Oh, that's my son, he better, come on now. You gotta hold on to your character, and you gotta hold on to, that godly life that you're trying to live, and how you overcome, that's that power that you have, and that determination, and that will to go on, and that will to move on, can be, that's your character. That is your character. That is your character. And it is really amazing at what God can do, and how your character, and how things can be shaped and molded, and how you can grow from holding on to your character and not feeding into the pain, because if you feed into the pain, it's gonna boil over, and crazy things can happen. But if you kind of dilute all of that, and pray, and take all that pain away, you can be the strong person that God has called you to be, called I to be, called myself to be, called all of us to be. And to close out on this Real Talk with Red discussion, God used the sorrows of Joseph's life to shape him into the man that he desired for Joseph to become. The trials that we face, you guys, it ain't easy, but it was worth it. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. But it was worth it. You guys, I'm no bit of a singer, but what I will say, the pain that you're going through, the trials that you're going through, it's not going to be easy. It's never easy. But while they're not easy, the trials are useful and they are teachable. You can learn from it. Other folks can learn from it. And that's what I've always said this, and even I said that a couple days ago. Whenever whatever you go through in a relationship, if you are having troubles with your significant other, if you are if y'all going through something, you end up breaking up, and then you try to tell somebody, hey, don't do that because I did that. Maybe your relationship is not going to go the same way mine did. But just in case it is so happened, I'm gonna tell you what I didn't do that could have saved my marriage or could have saved my relationship. Maybe it could work for you, but here are the tools that can help you out. But it all is all teachable, and they teach us to learn how to depend on God. It teaches us how to maintain a tender and a compassionate heart, and it also teaches how to value of tears, and it also teaches how to be useful to the Lord. And we should never give away the trials of our lives, because they would make us who we are, and it turns our pain, our sorrows, what we're going through, and it is okay. Speaking of sorrows, and I hear my pastor say this, and I've heard her say this plenty of times, it is okay to cry. It is okay to boo-hoo. Lord help me. It is okay to cry out, your face be all wet and snotty, and it's all going to say, Lord help me, Lord I need you. It's okay to do all of that. But what will change things is you get up and use your faith. Your faith. There's plenty of times in the scripture where after God did what he did, his miracles he did, he said, your faith will make you whole. Your faith is what moves God, not those tears. Have you heard? Okay. I hear my grandmother and I hear my mother say, what you crying for? No tears don't mean nothing to me. That's just like, God our Father. He might not say it that strict, but those tears, hey, dry your tears up and do what you need to do. That's it. That is it. But here's Winter Anthem right here on WUIM W Pop Radio. I'll be back in a few. Alright? See you in a bit. It is a best of broadcast of the RH3 show.
Yes, I can count the times I've lost, and it matched the stars on a perfect day. The times I've walked away, and it matched the same on Santa Monica Bay. But at the end of defeat is another chance to complete. I know it's time to get up and try. I I can see the finish line. Hallelujah. Times I've tried, and it reached the height of Tower Shanghai. Count the times I prayed and cried, and it falls like rain that never runs dry. At the end of defeat is another chance to complete. I know it's time to get up and try. I can see the finish line. Hallelujah.
I told y'all we had a special interview on today, and I am interviewing one of my fellow I Am Noir family members. So, you know, we're going to have fun today. This is my first time interviewing somebody from the group that we have on YouTube. So if you are a Black YouTube content creator, go to iamnoir.tv and inquire about joining us. But yes, like I said, I am today's interview is going to be I will be interviewing one of my I Am Noir family members, and we're going to have fun today, so let's get into today's video. She is the host of Mixed Bag TV, where she produces new material on beauty, fashion, and so much more every Monday and Thursday at 9 a.m. Let's welcome Pamela Marie. Hey, Pam, how are you doing on today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, Pam. It is a great day today, and I just thank God. Thank Him every day for the life He gives, and it is so amazing. His love for us. Okay, but yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. But anyway, let's get into it. I have a few questions I would like to ask you, Pam, and so we can get familiar on who you are and who your channel is. First question, please tell us who Pamela Marie is.
Well, I am a woman who wears many hats. I'm family and Christian oriented. I love to laugh. I have a family full of gut grabbers, and I'm very down to earth, friendly. I love gospel music. I love to sing and create awesome YouTube videos.
That is awesome, Pam. That is awesome. When did you start your channel, and what was the focus or reasoning of why you started and why you wanted to broadcast on YouTube?
I joined YouTube back in 2009, but I didn't start utilizing YouTube until a little bit later. I can't quite remember the date, but once I started, my focus was mainly on my natural hair journey because I wanted to document my journey. But as you can see, it turned into a little more than that.
That was just like me. I started in 2009, but I didn't get to, broadcast, or I didn't really, I was clear and open and, just ready and got my nerves up, shall I say, to go ahead and broadcast January of the following year in 2010. So I started my channel in 9, and just like you did, like you said, and dialed it back and to the following year in January 2010, and that's whenever I started on it. But next question, what all do your channel consist of, and what are your goals for your channel?
My channel consists of beauty, makeup, lipsticks, fashion, outfits of the days, fun, me just being myself, and some tech stuff as well. And my goal for my channel is to just be diverse and to keep my channel evolving.
That is great. That is great. That is great. Number 4, what I would say, my next question, what are your 5 favorite go-to items to get your mind off of things? It can be anything, Pam. It can be anything, anything you enjoy, anything for comfort, like food, places, things, whatever. What are your 5 favorite go-to items that that will help you get your mind off of things?
Okay, 5 favorite go-to items to keep my mind off of things. Number 1, I would have to say prayer. And number 2 would definitely be chocolate. And number 3 would be a vacation. I try to go to New Orleans at least once a year because that's where my fiance is from. And number 4 would be a good meal. And number 5, of course, shopping.
Now, prayer, I'm with you on that 100%. I would say prayer, and mine would be prayer and cheese, Oreos, chips, and chicken. But I like to ask this question when I'm interviewing folks, but because I am a big fan of one of these, and I wanted to see who is team one or who's team of the other. But Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi or Coke? I don't drink either one. I would have to say Sprite, though, being that it's a Coke product.
Come on now, you have to be team Pepsi. Come on. But I Sprite is good. Sprite is good, so I give you that one. Sprite is good. Lastly, just give the listeners out here on the air as well as on YouTube, give us a life lesson that you would like to share and to encourage others.
Okay, a life lesson that I would like to share and encourage someone is no one can be you but you, and to find out who you are, and don't be afraid to be yourself. I had to figure this one out for myself.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, Pam, thank you so much for doing this interview with me. And before we go, give out your contact information or any business information that you would like to, that you have or you specialize in or you would like to share or promote.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Pamela Marie 41. You can also find me on Facebook at my personal blog page at I'm Pamela Marie. And also, if you would like, ladies, join my group on Facebook called Circle of Life Healing Women's Outreach Ministry.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you. And you guys, those that's listening, if you want more information on who Pamela Marie is. She's Pamela Marie, and again, she's a host of Mixed Bag TV. You can check her out on YouTube. Her channel, if you're on YouTube and you're listening to this on YouTube, you can check the links in the information box. And you guys, stay tuned. I'll be right back to close out today's broadcast. Alright, see you in a few. Y'all, each week on the RH3 show, I'ma be me and you can do you, cause we can be free to make it do what it do, ba-do.
Unless you be judged. Well, okay, stop judging one another.
We're back Tuesday with a live broadcast and a special guest, friend to the show, Jason Bethel of J. Bethel and Spoken For, with their new single, No Rock, Up. Plus Thursday, as always, we have the Inside Scoop with Red and another Real Talk with Red discussion. So join me every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For more about me or the broadcast, visit my website at therh3show.com.
My old status that's from sin to the saint. As winners we can't live by the pictures they paint, because they know their own inner is taint. So we must live out our lives with a sense of restraint.
God Almighty, Lord of glory. mighty, Lord of glory. Oh, we worship you. God Almighty, yeah, Lord of glory. Oh, we worship you.
Hey, you guys, while this song is playing, I'm going to bust up on out of here. Thank y'all for joining me on today, and thank you again to my guest on today, Miss Pamela Marie. You can check her out on Twitter or Instagram at I am Pamela Marie 42. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. I'm out of here, you guys. I love you all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.
You remember I do. No one can tell you all. Oh, we got you covered. Protect us from it all. That's what makes me love him. I don't need a reason to fall on my knees and tell him how I feel in my heart. And let him know you love God. What's wrong with you? I love God. You love God. What's wrong with you?
Love him, I love him. Love him, I love him. Love him, I love him. Love him, I love him, I love him. Love him, I love him, I love him. Love him, 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 I love him.
This has been an encore presentation, a best of broadcast of RH3 Productions. For more about me or the broadcast, you can visit my website at therh3show.com.
Don't ever change, 'cause I got victory. So go ahead and praise him, 'cause he's been so good. Give him all the glory like you know you should. Don't worry about them haters, they can't stop you if they could. So go ahead, you praise him like you. I know I gotta praise him now, praise him 'cause he called me to switch. Go ahead, 'cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord, praise the Lord. I wanna give him praise him 'cause he called me to switch. I know I gotta praise him now, praise him 'cause he called me to switch. Go ahead, 'cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord, praise the Lord. I wanna give him praise him 'cause he called me to switch. Praise him 'cause he called me to switch. Come and praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Praise him 'cause he called me to switch.
Peace party people. See you later.
'Cause I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Good night.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Red, host of the RH3 Show. I've been a host of this great platform for 8 years. 3 of those years have been on radio. And as I mentioned the latter, I realized that it has been you, who are my chancers, my Day One family, and also my co-host family, who have gotten me to this point. Out of the total of those 8 years being in broadcasting, for each level that I reach, and as I continue to climb this ladder of success, it only serves me right to give you even better content and also better quality of material. And by doing that, y'all, you know it costs, right? It costs. So if the RH3 Show have been a blessing to you, and it shows, and as much as you all have been a blessing to me, which it shows, please consider sponsorship. I'm praying that God is raising up somebody, somewhere, to use their power, their ability, and their influence to help the RH3 Show. If you will, please begin by sowing a seed of $7 or more, or even less. It doesn't matter. It's all up to you. Whatever you sow, I pray God's blessing over your life, y'all. How you sow, you may ask, you can do it by the Cash App, through PayPal, through Facebook Messenger, or check a money order. That information will be on my website, therh3show.com, and you can click on the sponsorship tab to get that information. Thank you all so much, y'all. I really do appreciate each and every one of you for your sewing, for your listening, for your sharing, whatever you do to help the RH3 show grow. And as I say at the end of every broadcast, know that I love you for real, and always remember to live every day, laugh every moment, and love beyond words. And remember to be real, to be true to yourself, and to be who you are. Alright? I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.
Give it up if anybody wanna come and praise the Lord. Praise the blood he calls it to switch. I know I gotta praise him now. Praise the blood he calls it to switch. Go ahead, 'cause I know I gotta give it up if anybody wanna come and praise the Lord.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.